I think whenever I think about Mebane and going back to Alan himself, I knew him well enough to know that he would not invest in something that he did not get the return on. Whether that's in business, whether that's in, again, the foundation money as well. And so it makes me proud to be a part of the school system that gets that investment from him and indirectly, or from the board as well, because I know that they do not invest in anything that they do not feel like they're getting a return in, and so I'm proud of that.
Larry Colbourne and the Mebane Board have not only partnered with and invested in Davie County Schools, but they have challenged us and questioned us while also supporting us through the work of DavieLEADS.
Thank you for investing in us, for trusting us through the process, for being flexible, and for really investing in children's futures.
So I would just like to thank the Mebane Foundation and Larry Colbourne for this amazing support. This has just been, it's been a paradigm shift for our school and for these teachers, and it has directly impacted instruction for the students in Davie County. We have learned so much, we've gained so much from this experience. It was not an easy transition. And our quote keeps coming back to me, we had to push through the ugly. You know, we had to really change the way that we were doing things to improve instruction for our students.
Mitch, Mitch, Inch. Those rhyme? Give me a thumbs up if they rhyme. Give me a thumbs down if they do not. They do. Good job, guys. What's one more word that rhymes with inch? River. Bench, inch. Do those rhyme? Give me a thumbs up if they do. If they do not, give me a thumbs down.
I would give Larry a big thumbs up for the simple fact that Amy and I have had a really great opportunity to work with teachers all throughout our county, but most recently in November, we actually got to present at the state level, and Larry showed up for our presentation, which was really nice. It showed us that he cares about the work that we've done, and he cares about the work and the movement forward that we've done throughout the course of the grant.
So Larry helped us think big and say, take money out of the picture, and what would you do to help support the district? And then Jinda really helped us hone in and brighten up all those things, and then really start peeling back the layers and using I think it's called the peeling the onion protocol, where to get to the heart of what would make the biggest difference for our students and our teachers in our district, which came down to there was no silver bullet. We figured out it wasn't a program. It was really investing in our teachers and helping them grow in their knowledge so they could better support their students.
Gina White has been a cheerleader. Through her own curiosity, she has poured herself into learning, studying, and really understanding every aspect of DavieLEADS. And through that, she's been able to tell the story, paint a picture, and she's done a wonderful job always including teachers' voices in her articles. She has helped us document and really celebrate the work of DavieLEADS all along the way. And it's been a great experience to work with her.
So Barbie has been a great support for us as well. Barbie provides materials for us and structure. Barbie loves to create spreadsheets. She is great at organizing materials for us and building things that we need, especially for PLCs. She's created documents that have helped us to align our PLCs and to get them on track with focusing on standards and to really build the structure that we need.
Just thank you for always being willing to help us and dive in there and I guess kind of get dirty with us.
Yes.
Yes.
She always went the extra mile, so thank you for that.
And thank you for staying after several afternoons to help us. And it was like 5:30 sometimes, and she came, and she would have been at another school and it not be her school day with us, but she come anyway just to help our team,
Yes.
help us, get through the centers and get the materials that we needed. So thank you, Barbie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Renee, I can't thank you enough for everything you did to help me transition into fourth grade. It was a tremendous year, and I felt so successful because you were right there with me. She was fabulous about letting me bend her ear all the time about what I should be doing in the curriculum, helping me find activities, coming and helping me do lesson plans. I can't tell you how important meeting with her was, and she was constantly sending me encouraging emails and keeping in touch with me.
Renee, I want to thank you for helping us grow and to not ever backing down from helping us grow. I want to thank you for making us grow as educators so that we can more effectively be those people. I'm so excited that we've gotten to continue to work with you through these years, and now I know I have you as an instructional coach and you continue to be the literacy coach for the district. So thank you so much for helping us grow and for empowering us, because without that, we can't do our best by students. So thank you for always pushing us to grow.
So the past 2 years that I've been here, I've worked a lot with Nancy. We've taught lessons together, planned lessons together. She's given me different pointers on improving my teaching techniques and different things. She's given me a lot of strategies that I can use for the classroom. She's also given me some different resources that I can use to make lessons more effective and engaging. And she's just supported me through data and a lot with lessons.
I want to say thank you, Nancy, for your relationship, for your friendship, for coming in to mentor me, help me and guide me through PLCs, through different pieces of the literacy. As we brought in TDR, we brought in our guided reading. I just want to say thank you for all that you've done in leading us, and even the avenue that you came in with the Spanish background. You were able to help us communicate, understand what our Hispanic students are going through as they're trying to learn the literacy pieces.
So Amy came into my classroom, and I was brand new to William R. Davie, my second year of teaching, and I had never taught ELA or reading or phonics or any of that before. So she came in and really made sure that I understood what Letterland is, why we do it in a certain order. She helped me create my slides for Letterland that we use, and I have come up with ways now through collaboration with her to extend those Letterland slides more. And I've really been able to push all of my children in ways that I did not know that I could before.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you for supporting Coolamy with decodable lesson plans, professional development of Heggerty, phonics, instructional modeling with our PLCs, and also informal observations to give feedback for continuous improvement for student growth. She has had a huge impact on me with the support of vocabulary instruction and development in PLCs and conversations to have with teachers for continuous growth.
So Stephanie has been a wonderful support, a backbone for this program, has built relationships for private as well as public teachers, directors, administrators, have brought us to the same table, kept us using the same language, and has pushed us to think further and have more expectations for kindergarten readiness, and so that we're all on the same page. But her support has been tremendous for these teachers.
I'm Brooke Louder, NC Pre-K teacher at Country Kids Learning Center and Preschool. And I'm Lynn Mars, and I'm the site director for the NC Pre-K here at Country Kids Learning Center and Preschool. We just want to take a moment to say we continue to be thankful for Stephanie Nelson and all of the knowledge, resources, and networking she's provided for our NC Pre-K. She makes a positive impact on all aspects of our program, assisting us preparing our most precious investment, and that's our young children. DavieLEADS is invaluable. The support we've received enhances the necessary early intervention for all our children. I applaud the shared vision of DavieLEADS and hope we continue the momentum that we currently have in place. One word to describe Stephanie Nelson is driven. She's driven for our students. She's driven for the staff, the teachers here for NC Pre-Ks, and for our community. Thank you, Stephanie Nelson.
So Peggy Knuckles has been a huge help to us over the last 5 years in implementing the Heggerty program into our preschool classrooms. She's always a phone call or a text message away if we have some questions or concerns. And she's also given us lots of time for professional development so that we can learn. Peggy has supported me in the area of literacy simply by making sure we are implementing Heggerty, being a support when we have questions about it. She's, like I said, doing professional development courses for us, planning them so that we can learn more.
Peggy has supported the staff here at Central Davie Preschool by offering her leadership and her knowledge in our classrooms when she comes through to observe and in our monthly meetings.
So DavieLEADS really made me think about how I teach reading and how I have taught reading for years. And it's made me look at things differently and realize that what I was thinking before was probably true, that sometimes we don't need to go by levels. We actually need to teach them word families and things like that so they can actually read the stories rather than just having them memorize books, which I think happens a lot. Whenever they can't read the books, they just look at the pictures and try to memorize what's going on. But being able to decode the words has been very helpful.
I have a love for reading now and the reading instruction that I don't think I had before actually being in a reading, not necessarily a reading classroom, but being in a classroom that has ELA in it. I have my whole heart into it now. And I have watched and I have had teachers tell me over the years that I create a love for literacy in my classroom like they have not seen before. And I think a lot of it comes from my own struggles and understanding why I had those struggles. And I'm now able to see those in other children and push them past or help them and support them with their struggles that they have.
I think this one particular boy, he was very turned off when he first came to school. He said, I can't read, I can't do stuff. Some of the manipulatives that we got were more letter tiles in our classroom. And when we started building the words and making new words, like changing a letter, like if it was cat, take away the C and put a B, it started clicking for him. And then I had to get the books out of his hands because that's all he wanted to do was read. And it was just a total difference. Just having all those manipulatives and the extra support that we had from everybody, that really helped these kids. And these kids I actually lived with from kindergarten to first grade, and I could actually see this kid's love for reading. This kid's love for reading really, really soared.
I would say empowerment, because I feel like just with the support that I've gotten, it really helps me to feel empowered enough to use the strategies I'm learning and the techniques that I'm learning to really grow the kids as much as I can. So,
all right. I think my one word I would use to describe DavieLEADS would be focused. I just think we've learned about the different areas of reading, and it's helped me just focus in and perfect like each area of the reading book.
Would be accomplished, because I think I'm a better teacher and accomplished teacher because I use a Jan Richardson model, which is what we base the DavieLEADS on.
Impactful, because without those funds, without the resources that we've been given, we would not have been able to bring great people into our building who are so knowledgeable about.
DavieLEADS has had a profound impact on Davie County Schools, an impact that will continue to walk our hallways among children at ages 6, 8, 12, 15, and beyond. Very often when we think about leadership and we think about our community and we think about others, we oftentimes need to stop and turn around and look backwards and take a look at the plan that we had. And we can do that with DavieLEADS. DavieLEADS was an idea. DavieLEADS was an idea that developed into a plan that's had a tremendous impact. You've heard many words today throughout this video of people that have obviously cried and laughed and done many things that's related to DavieLEADS. But Larry and Mr. Mebane and Mary Ann, I want to say a sincere thank you. And we could definitely we would not be here if it were not for you all and the Mebane Foundation and your support as we enter the office and always greeted by Susan. And at the same time, when you deal with the Mebane Foundation, there are expectations. There's a level of accountability. There's a level of success that's expected. And I will tell you, when I first came to Davie County in 2008, I ended up at a breakfast, and Alan Mebane was sitting right beside of me. And I had never met Mr. Mebane. He was very kind to me, but I will never forget what he asked me. He looked over at me after a few moments into the meal and a few conversations and kind words, and he says, "You're the new principal, right? Do you have any ideas?" I'll never forget that. And actually, I had a few ideas of things that I wanted to see happen. And I shared some of those with Mr. Mebane, and that intrigued him. When I later found out that some folks came back to me and said that those things were intriguing and that he wanted to see if he could help. So I look back at the idea and what it's done for many, many children and professionals, adults. So I want to thank you very much on behalf of Davie County Schools, the Board of Education, and Davie County community. Thank you very much to the Mebane Foundation.